season long. Most notably, a double-digit victory in impressive, but they're shooting under 30 from three. You know they're better than that, and that's a tremendous tradition over the years. Condon gets it down low, little lefty feathery touch.
Doesn't know exactly what kind of team he's got offensively from a shooting perspective, but
here is Clayton, the all-conference guard. Clayton, rise and fire from 15. They're trying to get Southern Illinois back to the promised land, the NCAA tournament where they've been to several over the years. That's a...
Southern Illinois is going under these ball screens. They are daring Florida to do just that.
Well, that's so many are high on this team. Bottled up in the trees and still getting it to go is Davion.
Elijah Martin, 15 in white, brings a defensive presence on the perimeter Florida really hasn't had, but he got crossed
there. When you look at last year's team, they did a lot of things well, but
they're 51st, so there is improvement there.
When you mentioned Elijah Martin, that's part of what he brings. As
Aberdeen
gave them great minutes as a freshman. There's a little leaner and a nice box out by the Salukis.
Numbers.
Here, Elliott full throttle into front court, weaving through traffic. No, but the
Florida caught them a little bit off guard. Too many guys trying to score off the bounce.
Gators have gone ice cold from the perimeter. There, right place, right time.
The things that Scott Nagy talked to us about, how impressed he was with Florida's ability to rebound from the guard line. They are daring out to shoot that.
Fouled by Chinyalu.
And Hensley is
2 seconds left. Another desperation heave. But it's the Salukis crashing. Ball, loose ball, and scooped up by Florida. Richard draws the foul. Count the basket. Play for the scholarship athletes to perform. Nice move that time by Aberdeen. Aberdeen had his coming out party last year against Texas A&M in the SEC tournament. Alley-oop pass to Condon, who rips the rim.
Did he catch that?
And then a double swat on the other end. Gators in transition.
Where he catches this ball behind him with his fingertip. Two-handed flush, and then this dunk here. This is just touch things.
Martin, nifty move. Elijah. What a luxury to have the amount of bigs that they do have. There is the three right now. It's a heat check for Elijah.
Martin, three ball.
Sets up Hauk. He delivers from downtown. Wait, that time got stripped though. Got his pocket picked cleanly. Strong take on the other end and somehow sneaking. Down low, Alexis. Alexis bottled up into the corner. Three on the way, and it's drilled. Klavchar gets hit. Rips down another rebound. Klavchar. Hauk left alone. Hauk delivers. Already he's got a couple here. They're challenging him to shoot him. One player he went up against in the high school ranks wound up at Georgia Tech. He said that's about it. There's not a whole lot of division.
He's got 13 already, so he's working on a new career high. Because
show up to do one of Thomas Hauk's games. Clearly, it's Jarrett Hensley, the grad transfer at 6'8". Wait, it's not necessarily the team that has the greatest strength, but sometimes it's the one that's
scoring guys that you're going to throw it down in there too. And you know the
CC teams playing in some interesting tournaments here coming up, including the Florida Gators. Deep three on the way. The Nets continue to gain points for Martin. The Salukis have 19 as a team, make it 21 after that. Coming up on 30 seconds to play in the half.
That's the
tied up by Davis. Davis, and leading the pack is Diva. That bucket will count. Wide open three, knocked down. Up top, Hensley, probing, leaning, and banking it off the window and in.
And you don't want to get into bad habits. You might get away with that in this game, but you play Auburn, you won't.
School back in Lake Wales, Florida. We asked if he likes to go up-tempo And
Florida just very sloppy. This is exactly how they played against
SEC hoops on a Friday night before a big football contest for Florida tomorrow against the Ole Miss Rebels. That was set up. And Will Ruben Chinyalu, sophomore center, played last year at Washington State. He was randomly discovered as a teen Academy Africa before he got his chance to play Division I basketball. They're down for the Salukis. They'll let the possession finish, or will they not? They will power programs, if you will. You'll really start to find out just what this team is made of. We know what Walter Clayton's
made more threes in NCAA tournament history for a career than anybody else. Maybe.
Salukis gonna try on the drive. Yes, and an 1.3 rebound night. The lefty sinks it. There's averaging 8.5 steals a game. Now it's Richard. I beg your pardon, that's Martin, of course. Gators clear it here. Here comes Clayton.
Here we go.
Martin
Here we
again.
go. You can see it.
Got it! And a little pose at the end, 24.
And so I think it makes for a better fit.
Perimeter, which was a point of in the development of their careers.
No!
Three? Are you kidding me?
No!
Elijah Martin from the logo, and then a response to.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yes! Martin turned around Steph Curry style. He knew it was going in without even watching. That was just next level. And here's that name again, Michael Frazier. He's the last one to hit 9. He had 11.
I agree.
It doesn't get any better. And then another block. That's 3 on the possession. And then a foul from behind. Taking over the program. He had to basically. They're on order.
Yeah,
they're on order. I asked for extra neon. Now it's Aberdeen. Redshirt freshman goes to the line.
I agree.
He needed a hand in his face. That was the problem. Return to sender. And nice drive that time. So we talked about the history of Southern Illinois with Carbondale and here in Gainesville. Tough shot by Clayton, and their shots. He's doing follow-up slams. And a response by Davis. Hauk has already tied his career high with 17.
So far, Florida wasn't early in the second half.
Well, this is an 8-0 run as Diva hits that one. Remember, the Salukis had an 11-0 run earlier, but it doesn't matter.
20. Gators came from way back. What do I mean by that?
That's Scott Nagy sharing a story with us today about Hadley in that one. Dwayne Shinsis had fans throwing tennis balls at him. For the youngsters out there, Google it. Their wings averaging over 13 rebounds a game. It's not just bigs that get the key boards. Nice big-to-big pass. Reverse no, follow yes. Kind of a shot put 3 fired up. And again, right now, Southern Illinois is.
And you might be 6th in the league and be
wrong. The SEC is expected to be this year. Richard pulls the trigger on a 3. And they're doing it without a single player from last year's roster.
Right.
There's Martin. Oh. And 2 Gators battling for the rebound, which paved the way. 2.5 to play here in Gainesville. Gators looking to go 6-0. How? Oh. And then try to drop a dime. Nice save by the Salukis ahead of the pack. And no for Florida. The Gators are going to improve to 6-0 and another bucket. Some Big 12. Remember, Arizona State technically a Big 12 school now. Gators will be tested, but so far the results are awfully good.